Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dream Career Talk Show. As you all are aware, Dream Career Talk Show, it's not just about a job, but beyond a job, which is all about careers. And here on this show, we are going to have industry experts coming from various domains who will be sharing their knowledge, their challenges, their experiences, their failures, and success, which can help corporate professionals to get clarity, direction, hope, inspiration, and of course, the right steps to build their dream career. Today's topic is very special, right? It is all about following dreams and building a dream career, taking a direction in life, making that very important decision at one point of life, and getting into something that you love. We all know that a lot of people get started in their careers by following the crowd, not knowing in which direction to walk, what choices to make. Many take the easy path of following either their siblings, their friends, their neighbors, their relatives. While many start their career by chance, most of them get stuck in wherever they are. But some of them not only dream big, but also make that conscious decision to take a new direction in life, to follow their dreams, and they take the courage to walk on that new path. And we all know it's not easy to walk on a new path. Our today's guest stopped at a point in her career where she was doing very well in the IT field, and she made a conscious decision to fulfill her dreams and to build her dream career. So in 2017, she left her high paying IT job to start a new venture in the field of interior designing. Puspita Nanda has been a creative person from childhood and always wanted to get involved into creative work like art, craft, decor, design, etc. She always had a fascination to do interior design of homes. And then she started her journey. Let us see some part of her work before I get Puspita to get started to speak. So let me quickly share this. This is amazing, and I'm sure the audience who are watching also loving it. So this is something really amazing, Puspita, to see the kind of work that you have done, right? And it's hard to believe that it's just few years you got started into this, the interior concept. You're a founder and also the design consultant for your own company. So let us get started with you. How did you enter into this profession, and from when were you always thinking about this one?
Yeah, as you rightly said, first of all, thank you so much for bringing me, highlighting me as one of the guests, and sharing my experience of quitting the, conventional career that we decide or our parents decide for us, and going with your passion. So actually, how it started, I really don't know. It was there in my childhood. Somehow, I was always connected to, to something creative. It can be a art piece, it can be some drawing, something or the other. But I never like as we grow up in our generation, the interior designer or those kind of things were not there probably as a full-fledged career, or maybe it was there, but it was not a highlighted career that time. So that's why, I mean, I somehow managed to do something on my own. Like I chose, like, though I went to, all these conventional careers of engineering, ho gaya, and medical. I went to the entrance, I didn't write anything, I came back and I told my parents that yes, I have done well. So I mean, that's how I could manage that. Okay, I don't want this career in my life. And secondly, when I got to know that what I need to do, it was not exactly, there was no clarity, no guidance in that during that time. So somehow it was just a personal call to, connect with what I want. So that's how I did my masters in computer application, because somehow I could see that okay, something related to computer is fascinating to me at that point of time. But always, that creative connect was always, digging me, bugging me all the time. And I told you sometime back that always, whenever I get some time in my, some like free time after my exams or during my exams, I want to relax. That is kind of, relaxing, doing some creative stuff. So it was all there. And after that, because I did computer science like study, I found a job, and I managed to, stretch or drag myself in that job, in various companies, good companies, for probably 15 years. And after that, and all the time, I was not able to, justify myself. It's not that I was not working properly. It was that something was, I was not happy. I was not, feeling that and like what you call rejuvenating and, relaxing kind of. Always I was stressed, you know to somehow manage the family, manage the work. And in corporates, how we work. So that's what I mean, that creative sense was always absent for me. So that's why I could, like, once I started thinking, after I became a little, matured, or let's say, I could understand that what is my call, what I want to do, why I'm so stressed. I'm able to manage my job, I'm able to manage my, career successfully. And I used to compare myself with other people, other women in the field, that okay, they are doing, so I should also do. If okay, I need to manage the family some more years, and if I stop working, what will happen? So all of other things except only this, connecting back to what I want. So that's how. And finally, with my family support, my husband's support, I quit my job. And I could do something on my passion. Even now, even then, when I quit my job, I was clueless what I need to do. But I had somebody was telling me, you need to do something. So on your own. So that's why I could, yeah, leave my job. And took a course in, during the job only, I started taking the interior course. And then finally, when I decided to quit my job, I could do one of, like, our flat of my own. And that's how I was little hands on that. So I could get that confidence that, I am getting my why, my call is this. So I should join, I should get this as my passion. And I was enjoying, though I left my, comfort in corporate. I was happy here, because you need to stretch a lot here, more, getting scoldings from your client, more hitting back from lower class people. But I'm enjoying. So because, I am doing what I like to do. So that's the way.
Great. And since you are here on the Dream Career Talk Show, let me ask you, what is your definition of dream career?
I got my dream career. I will tell you. I I'm not going to leave this, whatever tough it is. See, what is dream? Dream is something which you are not getting over a night sleep, and it goes off. So it is dream career in the sense, I would say it is like connecting to something which you like the most. You cannot leave ever, whatever tough it is, you will always get. And if you see all the founders, all the founders, co-founders of big companies, they had that passion, and that is their dream to make it big. So why it became big is only because of their passion. It is only because of that connecting to what they actually wanted to. Otherwise, I think it is not possible. It is never possible to any person, because challenges will be there everywhere. Challenges are there, even in corporate challenges are there. Those are different kind of challenges, and here it is different kind of challenges. But what you need to take, accept, and how you can manage it. It's like, though I'm getting sleepless nights, but I'm enjoying that. So that is what I would tell, that it is my dream career, and I dream to make it big. So it's not only monetarily, it is like adding value to all my clients with my passion. It's that way I would define the dream career. And I would tell that everybody has got one life. Okay. And we should do something for our what is our call. We should sit quietly and think, what do we want to do. If it is okay, you're enjoying the corporate job, nothing bad in it. I mean, you're enjoying, you justify that. You be creative, and you follow your passion there. Many people are doing great in corporate. I'm not telling that leave corporate, or do some other job, or do your companies. Everybody cannot do. And the meaning of dream is what you are able to connect with your heart and mind. That's it.
Great, well said. And I think a lot of people here already appreciating whatever you have done, like Vardarajan, Milind, Pradeep. Right, some people already appreciating the kind of work you have done and the kind of courage that you have shown from moving in from a well-paid job to starting something of your own. Right? So, when did you first time feel that this is your calling, creative world, interior designing? Which year was this?
It was in 2016-17. I quit in 2017 July. That was like the last month in corporate. I gave the notice. Before that, I was working something like towards my passion. Though I just decided to quit the job 2 months before. But prior to that, I was taking I would not call it a backup plan, but I was connecting, because I wanted to do something on interior. So because my house was I was doing the interior, I took the course, and I challenged myself. Okay, I'll do it. I will participate it in it. And that's how I could see that, okay, it was hard that time, because managing your job. And I remember I was going to, my office was in Mahadevpura. I was coming back, the outer ring road was full traffic, because all those flyovers were like constructed that time. Coming back, I have two kids. And coming back, following your own passion, and working out, taking a course, justifying that. So it was really tough. But when I started doing the designs, I was getting, it was like relaxing in some mountain. I was feeling that way. So it was never tiring, rather I was relaxing those times. So yes, I would tell that when I did my own house, because it is my own house, there was no customer involved. I did whatever I wanted, and that's how that openness came, and I could play around on different things, and that's how I started. And in 2017, I quit my job, and I got offers from other companies, but I thought I will not join back because if it is लोहा गरम है तो उसी टाइम पे ही उसको बेंड करना होता है, so
हाथोड़ा मार
that's how.
दो.
So that's how.
Okay, so now the first project that you had was your own home project, right?
Yes.
And you enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
But did you also look for external validation? Like, did you look whether people liked it, whatever you were doing for your home? And did you look at whether people were appreciating that you really had these skills, or how did you actually get that validation for yourself?
Okay. So I when I started doing the interior and it was all completed, that time I didn't decided that okay, this I will follow as my passion. I shared all my videos of the house, photographs of the house. Even whoever comes like came during that time, our friend circle. We live in a big campus, so people started appreciating. Then they started asking who is doing, because it's a new campus, so people started asking who has done the interior. When I said I have done, people were like, okay, why don't you try ours, I mean, why don't you do ours, so that way. So that's how I could see that okay, I am seeing value in not only my work, people are also seeing that they are also appreciating. So it is something which I am not seeing what it is actually. So then I started working out full fledged, and I started freelancing for a couple of companies. Then for some contractors who were just doing the execution work, they don't have any interior designer in on board on their company. So I started doing freelance, and it was tough getting work, and it is a very very unstructured field. So I faced a lot of challenges because I am coming from a background where everything is structured in a corporate. When you go to the office, everything chai aa jata hai, I mean, everything is there, I mean, and very polished behavior. Nobody is going to talk very roughly and all that. So initially it was very tough to digest the kind of language people use, the kind of temperament tantrums they show. But yes, I also had those challenges, but slowly I took a slow pickup. But yes, I did a lot of freelancing work, lot. So I have gone to extreme end of Bangalore, to just grab some work, so that I can, it's not that doing some of your relatives and friends house and they'll be either happy or they'll show tantrums. But I have done couple of projects of people who are staying in Salapuria East Crest, which is like old Madras Road somewhere. I mean, I used to go there, travel there, and see the, because as a designer I need to see the house, the the space management and all that. So those things I have done, and initially it was tough, and now also it is tough. I'm not saying it is very smooth journey. It is, and it will always be tough, because interior designing field is a very competitive field. It is like every other a gully has a interior design shop. So, and people now, they are changing, the mentality is changing, because earlier they used to think carpenter with some little exposure on design sense is well to do. So now they are actually accepting what the interior designer concept is. So yeah, that's how it is.
Right. And after you did your home, right? The first thing that you did was your home. After that,
Yeah,
how long did you wait for the next project to come, or were the projects flowing in for you like easily after that?
it was not easy. I was marketing, I had zero experience on marketing, because in corporates they we don't do marketing. Customers come in and we just treat them whatever we have. So
Like, what role were you in when you say you were not doing marketing? Can you talk about something about your IT career? right? So
Okay.
that people can also understand how the shift was entirely, right?
Yeah, I was working in a good in IT firm, and there I was working as a test senior test engineer, and I was working. I was managing. I was leading a team also. I was a test lead for towards the end, and there was a proposal of getting a managerial this thing, and the promotions are going to happen during that time. So there, as a in the testing field, it is like product is designed, though there was some involvement. We used to do all testings, and we just did all the as client interaction was very less. The client used to come at the last, and we never used to interact with the client. There was no marketing exposure, how to sell, how it was the product management team to get the client. And because I was working in a product base group, I was never interacting with client. It was very very less. Sometimes some fixing we had to do. Okay, this client is having this bug, so we used to fix that. So that was the minimal thing we used to interact with the client. Or and that too, it was not the high top level client. I mean, so it was like some testing team of the client side we used to deal with. So it was very functional
Stuff
domain
more
we
of
were
delivery,
working.
right? It was
Yes.
given to you and you
Yeah,
just deliver whatever is provided to you,
exactly. Yeah.
right? So now
So
you did not have these marketing sales skills and all, but how
hmm.
did you gather that courage to get into entrepreneurship without knowing all of this?
It was just, I would say, it was just a call. I never thought it will be so tough, because in everywhere, I would say, even coaching needs lot of coaching field also needs lot of marketing. Teachers also are marketing. Now it has become such a trend that marketing is the key to get the success. It's not only the skill. So when I started after doing my house, I got lot of appreciations, and I got lot of wow things. But giving the project was little, people were little skeptical, hoga nahi hoga kind of. So I used to market. I mean, because I had the tools, I used to do lot of designing on my own, like thinking that okay, this is the structure, this is the layout. So I used to start practicing. So that way, I got lot of exposure. Not only I was polishing my skill, and I was posting those contents on my Facebook, Insta, other things, other social media. Just post. And that's how. And I joined multiple Facebook groups. So it was like out of my general instinct, I connected with a lot of groups in Bangalore, outside Bangalore. So there are a lot of Facebook groups I connected, and I spread that okay, the interior concept is my company, and I'm doing this kind of a work. If you have any freelance work, please share. So those kind of marketing tricks I used to play around. And somehow I saw visibility, and people started calling me. They started approaching me, how much you would rate. And they started. Then finally I thought ki, okay, I should take up such freelancing job than working in some firm, some interior firm, and take up the entire work. And it will be I got some offer also from big interior design firms. I joined there also. I cleared some 4 5 rounds of interview, but I went there. I just to get that exposure, that how they are doing, what is the tricks they are playing in the market, what tools they are using, how they are approaching to the client, and how they are pricing the client. So everything, all processes I wanted to learn. Because unless and until you connect with such people, you will never ever know. I'll learn, but it will be slow. After failing in certain things, and then only I will learn. So then I joined that firm, and I took the training. There was a 8 9 days of training. I did that entire training, and every time I was telling, no, I'm not joining here. I'm just taking the course, just to accept how it is and how it will be done, and see how they are doing well in the market. And that was my own agenda. So I did that, and I started tweaking how what I'm doing wrong, how I should enhance this particular skill. Then I started pitching my things in the Facebook. I created my own page. Then I created a lot of content. So those things I started, and finally I got lot of good projects, like I executed. So that was like, you see, the transition was like from corporate. I'm like losing my comfort like slowly, because it will be a big hit when go out and jump over in the market and do everything. So that's how, I mean, I got a lot of freelance as well as some executed projects, like execution projects. So I did that. Like it was word of mouth. Some people approached me, some people got my reference from Facebook, some from Insta, some from my website, Google website. So that's how it is.
So one question I have here is, you come from IT and I'm also like coming from IT, right? 17 years in IT, you have 15 years in IT. We know the kind of salaries we take from there, and then every month beginning you get that salary, right? Ting, there is a message, and then you are happy. Now that was gone in your life, right? How did you respond to this, and how easy was it to handle when, of course, in the beginning you don't get a lot of work from the clients, right? So the kind of money that you are earning is suddenly gone, and then you are now every time trying to find a new client. How was this phase of yours?
I would tell Fatah it was a terrible experience. Every month, big companies, they give 31st or 30th night itself. On first of every month, you'll be happy seeing your, phone message, SMS, that okay, this much credited. So it was really tough. Actually, I had a lot of, depressive moments. That okay, I'm not earning. And when you earn for a long period, that self esteem hits you back when you're not earning. I felt a lot of, it was all in my mind that okay, people will be, I need to ask for money. I need to, go, if I buy something, I need to ask. So those things were always hitting me. Like family support, my husband was supporting me, but still that was always there. I mean, but when I thought, no, I have to, follow, I have taken a conscious decision of, doing this, knowing that I will not get this much salary. This much is not coming to me every month. It was a conscious decision, but still, why I'm doing it. But yes, I would accept that I faced a lot of, what you say, depression, and a lot of, terrible moments where I cried for days together, and that was happening during the month end, that okay, I'm not getting. So and I used to spend a lot. I am not a saver. I never used to save. So that was the only thing it hit me. But I used to connect always with something creative, and that's how I would address over here is, I connected with a lot of other things, not only interior design. I connected with plants, because when I saw like plants, and I used to, put hands in the muds, I used to feel that relaxation. So that has also given me a, field to work on. So in my interior projects, I am, giving the garden as one of the thing, and that came to me automatically through my call. So I never thought that okay, this will be added to my profession. So whatever I like design, garden, everything I have blend together. It's a holistic thing I'm giving to my client, and people are happy with it. I mean, they actually see that okay, this is a complete thing, complete package, where somebody is giving exposure which all the interior designers are not giving. So that's how, I mean, yes, money part I faced a lot of yeah.
Goodness. And were there any times when you felt, no, this is not for me, I need to go back, right? And was there any fear that was any time coming to you, crossing your mind and saying that, Puspita, you cannot do it, right? It is time for you to go back.
Yes, I have felt, even now sometimes I have that swamp, that is like something, if like marketing is not done well, so it's like if you don't get client, you feel that okay, am I doing the right thing? So but now it has become, earlier I was feeling a lot of terrible feelings, I was going through that, I'm not getting yes, as you said rightly, that I thought, um, uh, did I do a mistake leaving my job? Because neither I'm able to justify this, nor I'm able to justify my interest and my earning and my whatever aspirations I had. So what am I doing? What for I did my computer science study? So those things were there, but then I started attending some good talk by legends like Gaur Gopal Das, Sadhguru, and many people like that. So when I started hearing them, then I always thought I have done the right thing. I have done the right thing, but my looking into it for that moment is wrong. Like, for example, yes, I've done something wrong. Okay. I've done something right. But when I'm approaching or I'm getting some failure, I'm doubting on that particular decision. So but after attending those talks, reading books like spiritual books, connecting to spiritual talks, I like some enlightenment had happened. And yeah, I started accepting those challenges, that if I don't get work, it's not that I should go back to, or I should do some other job. Okay, so that's how it is. And I have a feeling, like, that's my quote, failure germinates future. So failure can be anything. I mean, it can be a drastic failure, it can be a small failure, but it germinates your future. Your future can be a wrong thing, it can be a negative thing, it can be a positive thing. So its only thing is like how you germinate it, how you nurture it, how you water it, how you put fertilizer. Then only it will be cultivated to a good future. So I have that belief. So that's how it is.
Great. And I love that quote, failure germinates future, right? So it's all about how you think, right? The mindset. So other thing was, now you had done your engineering where you spent a lot of time in, like, a lot of time efforts in doing that, and then you worked for about 15 years where you learned a lot of skills, I'm sure, right, in the
Yeah.
IT field. Now leaving all that behind, was it easy? And why would somebody leave all that behind? Because you learned for 4 years, you invested money, time, effort into your engineering, and then you also invested time, effort, and maybe money in terms of learning and upgrading yourself on the IT skills. How was this decision? Was it easy, difficult to step out of all of that? Because you are actually leaving all of that, right? And then you are moving into a different zone altogether.
Yeah, I have a belief that nothing goes waste. Whatever I have learned in my masters, I've not done engineering, I've done a masters in computer application. So whatever I have learned in computer is used now, or even like, I'm a tech savvy person. I can, access my computer. I can create my own videos. I can do a number of things. If I was just a art student or something, or just an interior design person, it was really tough, it was another course I would have taken to, do all these things. So I believe that nothing goes waste, and many aspects of whatever I have done in my past, I'm using still, like process. So in corporates, we learn a lot of process. Even I was working in a software process development group. There I learned how things are done in a flowchart, though this field is unstructured, but how I can make it structured for myself and for my clients. So how I can take out that unstructuredness in the field and make it a little flow and a smooth journey for people who are, seeing their dream home with me. So so that's how, I mean, the process, the IT, whatever software skills I had, and that polished talking, that communication and those soft skills that we have learned from corporates, will never ever get from any other, farm or any training. Because whatever, thrashing will be getting from client will be talking polished. So that, that is there in my blood now. So whatever I'm talking to the client, whatever hyper they are, however angry they are, I'm able to, use that skill. So skill never goes waste. So that's how it is. Yes, I have not used some parting, like coding, like testing I'm doing now. It is, the product has changed. So I always go to the site. If there is any flaw, or if there is anything, I just validate that. So that validation is, it is there in my blood now. So that's how it is. Every skill I'm using, it is somehow, we don't see that, we don't address it, or we don't, like, many people like my mom or that age per people, they'll be asking, इतना engineering किया, इतना पैसा बर्बाद किया, अभी interior design. Yes, okay, fine, interior design also I'm growing, so it is equally good. But now they are quite happy. I mean, they are seeing that, okay, I'm enjoying and I'm like doing good things. So application, like Milind Desai, he has told that, yes, application of, IT mind to business is always there. Because in IT, unknowingly we learn a lot. Not only IT, in corporates we unknowingly learn a lot. So that we are using. So that polishes our nature, our behavior, our, talking, our smartness, everything we are using. So I can tell that whoever is doing, just I come across with interior designers like freshers, though they approach me for work, they know only the design part. They don't know anything about, like, how to handle clients, how to, give them what they want. Understanding that, horizon is not that clear. Horizontally they are, they are having a big gap.
Right.
Just they have the ID skill, that particular skill,
Yeah.
and that is not
Vertically, they
enough.
might have grown, as you rightly said,
Yes.
right? But horizontally. But I think you have beautifully put this into like which can help people about how people can integrate their skills, because skills never
Yes.
die, right? You can
Yeah.
apply those skills. It's all about how you put those, be it IT, non-IT, right? It can be whatever you did, like testing, validation,
Yes.
requirement gathering with the clients, communication skills, client handling skills, right?
Yes.
Lot of these. So unknowingly, knowingly, we acquire a lot of skills when we are doing certain job, and the same can be applied into business or whatever we do in future as well. So that never
Right.
goes wasted. So that is good to know. Now coming to interior designing. So you did one course when you were doing construct when you were actually working on your home as well, right? But did you continue upgrading skills, because this was new for you? right? The interior designing, though you are always creative, right? But learning the skills and all, do you think it's very important to learn the skills and then understand the principles of anything that you enter into?
Yes, it is actually. I have come across many people, like I would say many housewife or house managers, like ladies. Once they get their flat done or their house decorated, they feel that okay, I'm a designer. So, but that is okay. I mean, that is based on their taste. It can be good. It can be good for that person, but how that particular design field can be enhanced for other people, how to understand those concepts, because in design it is also a science, it is not an arts. Interior design is a science, it's completely a science field. We measure everything, is scientifically done. We involve lot of elements like vastu, we involve lot of in elements like architecture is also involved. So here in this field, it's not that we just learn and do. We have to enhance each and every time, each and every client that we interact. We, like, what I do is, every project, every design, unless and until I am satisfied, I never showcase or present to my clients. So how that satisfaction I have set, what is the expectation for I have set to myself is, I follow a lot of interior designers, good interior designers, how they are, I follow a lot of Pinterest pages. So that's how I'm learning. It's not that okay, I can design the tool, designing any young person can do, any graduate can do, but how best I can do that, I'm enhancing in each and every design, each and every person's home I design. And I always enhance the skill of on my own. It's not that okay, somebody is telling me and I am enhancing. I find out, it's, I think it will come to that person's mind that okay, here I'm going wrong, here I'm not up to the mark. So that will only happen when you're passionate. So here you see, the passion and the work both should be linked together. It is, if somebody is passionate and I'll be just doing some design, and I am not seeing that work is you know matching to that, then it is not happening. So that way I see that okay, I can design certain thing, but how physically it is possible, whether it is it will look good in that particular house or not. Every time I polish that skill. Along with that, if some client is uh, demanding of certain thing, and that is in not in that particular budget, then I just give them something at least closer to that, not telling them that it is not possible, because that may hurt them. So that's the way I learn, and I just polish it, each and every aspect. Even interacting with low level people, that's a skill. So earlier when I used to interact with them, I used to feel very bad, because I was thinking, oh my God, I'm just interacting with them. What kind of language they are using? They don't, give, a courtesy. That courtesy sense is absent, completely nil in that class of people. So that's how, I mean, I used to polish and how I will manage. So I'm the same person. When I'm interacting with low level people, I'll be like their friend, then only I can extract the work from them. When I'm interacting with the client, I'll be at their level, I'll be understanding, I'll be giving value. Similarly, when I'm interacting with my designers, I'll be their friend, and I'll be taking out maximum from them. And even not only taking out, I used to give them that okay, this is not the way you should do, this is how it should be done, so they also learn that. So it's both. I mean, to and fro relation is always required in each and every person or your group of person you use, interact with.
Right. So I think it clearly makes sense here. Adaptability is one of the important criteria as
Yes,
well in business, right?
correct.
If you're
Rightly
working with
said.
somebody who is like in typically in your business, there are a lot of laborers like carpenters and the other one who are doing the um, work, and then you have like interior designers, you have the other ones like your clients and all of that. Now,
Yeah.
one thing you mentioned about is upgrading skills. You constantly upgrade your skills, but one question I have here is now you come from a different field altogether, right? The IT field, which is not very connected with the interior design. So somebody coming from one field entering into other field, how important do you think it is to unlearn things, and how difficult do you think it is to do that?
I would say unlearn is not required at all. Okay.
Mhm.
First thing is, if there is the most important factor is passion. If somebody is changing the career, you have to see at what level. And like for example, I did my engineering and I just decided, okay, I will not do engineering, I will take up interior design. Yes, it's a fresh start. It's like, okay, I failed in some exams, so I jumped over to some other branch. So it's a new start. Okay. There probably unlearn thing may come up. But when you're jumping over to, some other career like me, or at a later stage in your career, then unlearn is not that crucial. But important factor is passion. I mean, and if you are passionate, it will be a do or die situation for you. Like, why do or die? Reason is, there will be lot of challenges. Okay. Like, what we have accepted for so long, we are leaving that, and we are taking a new field altogether. So it's like, for let's say 10-20 years we learned something, and we are closing that, and closing that gate and opening another gate, and starting fresh. So it will be only smooth for you mentally, not physically. It is never smooth. Mentally it will be smooth only when it is your passion. So first is passion. Then that do or die situation will be there always in your mind. Okay, I have to do it, I want to do it. So that feeling will be there, and then automatically things will come to you. The universe will give you back. uh, like as I said earlier, in my like switching career to interior design, I never thought I will get this much. I thought, okay, it will be like a hobby probably, and okay, fine, I will see. Initially, I was in that mode for about a year. But when I started getting to work with people, and when I interacted with other, I started networking with people who are into the same field. Then I thought, okay, if they are, and I could see that, okay, I'm here. I mean, I'm able to do. I'm in the same line. Why can't I do? So it's only something mindset I have, that okay, I have switched my career. Okay, I have to unlearn certain things, then only I can take this. So those things are it will come to you automatically. It will be, next step, next step, next step. Yes, failures will be there. Don't take failures as the failures, you take that as one challenge. Next level, next level, that's how you will grow. And the first and the last is passion. That's it. Then only you can do it. You can execute anything for everything. Yeah.
Right. So now that you have been in this industry for over 3 years, I think over 4 years now,
For
and
five
you
years
are,
Yeah.
yeah, 4 to 5 years, and you are the founder of this, the interior concept. You are also like the design consultant who you take care of these things. So, what are the
Yeah.
important skills as per you if somebody wants to enter into this field and want to be successful in interior designing?
There are many skills. If you say skill one is like the design skills, learn the tools and all. so that you can do anything, whatever is coming to your mind, you can, do on your own. You don't have to depend on others. Second thing is, the kind of, yes, cherry on top, it should be passionate. If you are not passionate, you cannot learn and do the things. But as skills, yes, interior design course, it has, there are very nice, coaching institutes who give interior design. And if people are joining newly, they can take good, courses. Second is, the aesthetic sense. The major thing is the aesthetic. Yeah, how we have to design, how it will look as a holistic approach, that way. So that is the aesthetic. And these are the major things required for a, interior design who wants to excel in the career. And third thing is, a relationship with the client. The major thing is that, because the most you connect with the client, you will get that many inputs from the client. Many times I, failed to get that input from the client in the beginning. For that, they have scrapped my design. Like 2 weeks, of my effort has been scrapped, because I could not understand what they actually want. So that is a major thing which actually is required when you take the inputs. And interior design is a subject, is a subjective matter. It depends, like if I like blue, that other person may not like blue or yellow or whatever. So you have to understand the customer. Like I have a complete questionnaire where I ask even the child living in that home that what he wants. Okay, and along with the parents though, because child will not be able to tell the complete this thing. But yes, I address those. I even, talk to the, elderly people who live in that home, what they want. Because home is like, as you said, it's like a dream career. It is a dream home for everyone. They want, they are staying, that's like everything for them. So these are the three major things, and then other things will come to you. You will, work on that. You like, executing team, you will get the team, you will get the carpenters, you will get people, like whoever is required in that particular execution, you will get. But these are the three major things which any designer has to have. Like, it's a must to have, I would say.
Great. And somebody who is stepping into something really new, right?
Yes.
And then there would definitely be challenges, down times, and all of this. So, how do they handle that? Like, typically, how did you handle this? And are there any tips people can also use to handle these kind of situations, like the down times, the low times?
Yeah, like, till now I have spoken that passion is the crucial thing, but along with that, the family support is another major. It plays a major role, like for women, majorly, and even for men. If the family support, like I have seen many people, they left their job to follow passion. And if it is a man, this is a male dominating family, I mean, world. So it is, if the male person leaves the job and does something for the passion, it is a big, hit on the family, that the money will not come and other things. So for me, I see that, okay, yes, there will be tough times, but if you see your aspirations, you visualize you, that okay, I will be this, and you visualize that, givers thing, like early morning you practice that. I think it will be cultivated somehow inside you, that okay, you will reach there someday. Maybe it will be 1 year, maybe it will be 2 year, maybe it will be 1 month, depends on your effort. Okay, so it is completely, if you see, if you have those aspirations, visualization in you, you will definitely achieve it. So that's the first thing, that spiritual connectivity is required. It's not only that, okay, money thing, and I need to do something big, but if you are spiritually clean, you're enlightened, then I think you will never have these hard times. Everybody will have hard times initially. Even if I would have started interior design from beginning, maybe I would have gone through the same challenges. But now, because I'm changing my career, I'm having other kind of challenges, but challenges are challenges, right? So it is very important to have that spiritual connectivity, to not doubt yourself. So self doubt, you should clean it from your mind, that I have taken a wrong decision, I should not do this, I left my job, which I did, I have also done, as a human I have done, but I learned. So as an experienced person now in that, from that domain to this domain, I would say, don't doubt yourself. That is the first thing. And start visualizing where you want to see. I tell myself, okay, maybe it is not the, India's big interior design company, but whatever I want, okay, that I will add value to people's life, I will do it, and as a result I will also get satisfaction. So money is like a byproduct, it will definitely come. So
Right,
that way.
very well said. And yes, of course, when you said, even if it is not the India's largest company, it's still my company, right? I think
Yes,
that feeling of doing something of your own, right, following your own heart and then the dreams is very important. Now, one very important question here, because this is coming from my experience. When I started on this journey of my dream, my passion, where I moved from again IT, same field where you are, and then got into this coaching, right? That's the time when I got in touch with mentors, and the mentors actually changed my life, right? My mentor, you also aware of him, and then you have also been through that, right? Passionpreneur mentor, our own mentor,
yes.
Dave Gadvi. So, how important for you is a mentor, and how do you think mentors can help in any journey where you make a career transition, or when you are building your dream career or your passion, whatever you're building?
I would say, I started my journey with a blindfold. Okay. And after joining Passionpreneur, our mentor Dave Gadvi, that blindfold is open. I can see. Earlier, I was seeing in my mind. Now I can see, visualize. So, and that is how it has happened. Is there are a lot of things which are applicable, but which we were ignoring, like the marketing strategies. Yes, I everybody knows that you have to be, social media may you should be present, and people will approach you. But how you can use that skill, how best you can utilize your marketing strategies, those things I am getting from a mentor. And you will always get that direction, okay, whenever you are stuck. So for your previous question, I would also add that yes, mentor you, like people who are planning to change their career, or they want to start their new career also, they need a mentor, because they can see as as a parent. Like when we were small, or we are telling our kids, they also say no to certain things, they can't see what they are doing wrong. But we as parents, we can see that, okay, this is going to happen. Okay, that is because out of our experience, we have also fallen in our childhood. Okay, but when the child is going to fall, we just hold him. Okay, okay, or we say that don't go there, you'll fall in that hole. So the similar thing is happen will happen when you join a mentorship program, because they give you a holistic direction, or from all the directions. They will know, they will study you, okay, where you are wrong. And many things which we think as right may not be right. And that is the major reason of our failures. So those kind of guidance are very important for anybody. I think I got this mentorship very late. I'm completely accepting my fault that I never tried to invest on myself. Okay, I always thought I will do on my own, but these mentorship programs, they give lot of exposures, which will give you kick to start everything, push you. So and certain things we go on a comfort zone, so that comfort zone should be, we think okay, हाँ हो गया, इस महीना हो गया, नेक्स्ट महीने नहीं होगा तो चलेगा, बट दैट इज ओके, दैट वी कैन नॉट एक्सेप्ट when we are taking things. So that's how mentorship is a must, I would say. Yeah.
Right. And I completely agree because that's what changed my life altogether. The success that I got for myself in whatever I'm doing today. Completely agree, and a lot of gratitude to my mentors, and
Yes,
especially me and you. We follow one mentor together commonly, right? Dave Gadvi. So a lot of
definitely.
gratitude to him. And how does it feel, Pushpita, now when you have got the success 4.5 years back, 2017? You did not knew whether this whatever you are looking forward for will work out, will not work out. So much of ambiguity, you still stepped in into that. And then today you are already successful, you have your own company, you have a lot of clients coming from different cities, and you were also featured on one of the magazine. I recently saw that as well,
Yeah.
right? So all of this success is coming to you. How does it feel now?
First thing, I don't know, I never think these things are successful, like this is my success. I have worked towards it. If I tell that okay, I got successful, I will be stagnant. I will not work towards getting more. So every time I get some some project or some good feedback from clients, I feel so gratitude that okay, it is only me who was not who was filled with self doubt, who was doubting myself that it is not going to happen. And I feel thankful to that moment of my life when I changed the decision to quit the corporate job and follow this. So going back, I feel so grateful that okay, I have taken the right decision, and I never feel that okay, I am successful now. So uh, I'm like, from my bottom of my heart, I'm telling that I never feel that I'm successful. I'm still, I have to do, I have to go like really far. So that's, and I feel successful when my clients give good feedbacks. That's the I feel top of the world, that okay, money is okay, I'll get it, rather I would have got more. But the feedback, the quality of the talks that they do with me during the execution, that gives me more pleasure. So that's how it is. I mean, always I take success as that.
Yeah, that's amazing. The way you see success as a journey, and then you
Yes.
also feel that fulfillment in whatever your clients get satisfaction and the results that they are getting. So that is really amazing. It's been a wonderful conversation with you, Puspita, for over an hour now. And
Thank you.
before we conclude this particular episode of today, which was a very special episode, what is that one message you want to give to the audience?
Before that, thank you, Melinji. I'll take your words. And the only one thing is, follow your passion, and never self doubt. I mean, that is the only thing to, if you say success. Success can be measured from your side, it can be measured from outside. When people see money coming into you or your family, people see okay, that is a very successful person, but how much inside you're successful is you only know. How much pain you are See, when you're working on a corporate, you were successful. People, you are working in a big short company, firm, or corporate. There, people from your entire family will be telling, "Okay, मेरा बेटा इधर काम कर रहा है, मेरी बेटी उधर काम कर रही है." So, but how much pain you are going through, nobody sees. So that is applicable to all the field. Whenever you are there in with your passion, or so, first thing is, be passionate of what you're doing. If you're not passionate, I'm not saying leave whatever you're doing, but try to take the call. It's one life. Don't that causes all stress. So it is like, it causes stress, and then we fall sick, and then we become like a garbage for our own family. So don't self doubt, and at least sit and find out your passion. That's the best thing. At least find out some time for your passion. That will keep you motivated. For even if you are doing something for your family, you have some that own space of yours. So that is my last words I would tell. I mean, that is from my heart, actually, because when I was working, I was feeling all the time, and especially for women, I would say, we always see, okay, we see everybody except us, that if we stop working, or if we don't work for our family, this will happen. But we always ignore ourselves. So those are the key things, which even we have our own one life. It's not we'll get another life to live for ourselves. So that's the only thing I wanted to share.
Yeah, that's a very powerful message that you have given, and I love your message, right? That it is one life, and especially for women who try to see like, okay, fine, can I take care of my family, my kids, my husband, all of that? For them also, it's one life. So living that life fully, I think, is very important for all of us, and living that life with uh, following our passion, right? Following our dreams, and then working towards fulfilling our dreams. It's very important. So thank you once again for being with us and sharing such lovely thoughts, and also about your journey, and how you made it from one particular career transitioning into a different one, and then guiding others also to doing that. So thank you once again for being here.
Thank you so much, Fatah. It was a nice talk show. I really enjoyed. I could go back to my past, and I was not prepared on many questions which you asked. So it was wonderful. It came up front like I wanted to tell. Yeah. Thank you so much. And hope,
Great.
hope I could inspire some women. I really, I would love to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you. And then thank you everybody for watching us live. Some of you who have been very engaging: Nandakumar, Milind, Vardarajan, Abhishek, and Ashish, Anupama, who else? Pradeep, right? Thank you everyone who have been interacting, and thank you all for watching us live, and also for who are going to watch us later on the recordings. I'm sure you are going to love this conversation, and a lot of like golden nuggets are there in this particular episode, right? So thank you for joining us, and yes, of course, stay tuned, because we are going to bring more people who are going to share about their success, their failures, their journeys, so that they can inspire and instill hope, so that you can also build your dream career. So thank you once again, and have a great night.